Mehra, tell us how both of you all first came together and started, you know, he has an NGO, and then you got together, and then finally the film came up after 4 years of working together, right? So tell us more about that.
Please. So we were actually a volunteer movement. So we had mobilized housewives, doctors, lawyers, college students to go and teach children maths, English, science, dancing, music in the schools. But all these volunteers started coming to us and saying कि यार वो तो सब ठीक है, पर यार 300 लड़कियों के बीच में 2 ही टॉयलेट है, डिश वॉशिंग, ड्रिंकिंग, हैंड वॉशिंग एरिया है ही नहीं. So we should work on that. So we got फंड्स फ्रॉम रिक्शा वालास. किसी ने 5 रुपया दिया, धोबी ने 10 रुपया दिया, किसी कॉर्पोरेट ने फंड किया, प्यून ने पैसा दिया. We built a few schools around Gandhi Ashram. And we were always inspired, and like think most of the Indians, by Rang De Basanti. It was always a dream to invite Rakeysh Mehra ji to come and see the work we had done and to get his inputs on it. So he was kind enough to come to Gandhi Ashram and see the schools. I think there he met the Safai Karamcharis, the kids, the parents, the teachers. And before the end of the day that he left, he said, यार लंबे टाइम तक काम करते हैं और एक ही चीज़ पे काम करते हैं, टॉयलेट्स बनाते हैं. There should not be a single child who's missing school because of toilets. So in the last few years, we have together built, I think 600 schools में toilets बना दिए. Almost 4,000-5,000 toilets we have built across those 600 schools from Ahmedabad to Hyderabad to Bangalore, Bombay. And then I think we were both so moved by the results that we were getting. The बच्चों का attendance improve हो रहा है, healthcare improve हो रही है, overall उनके percentage improve हो रहा है, that he said that what if, because of this inspiration, what if I was to make a film, which is my forte, and take the word out globally to create more awareness and raise support. And that's how I think the MPPM is going to be different than any other movie, because it's not going to be something where you watch it and go home and forget about it. It's kind of a call to action to inspire people from all walks of life, corporates, politicians, celebrities, aam janta. How can I build a toilet? So people will take action after watching this film.
Mr. Mehra, you tell us, all this while you've shown us Delhi so well. Now you've come to Mumbai. And what kind of research went into making this movie?
Yeah, I'm a Delhi boy, and so all my stories, whether it's Rang De Basanti or Delhi Six or Bhag Milkha, even Mirzia is a North Indian folklore. So, but I came to Bombay around 25 years ago, 25-30 or so, and now I came to Bombay. It became Mumbai later. There used to be a slum called Dharavi, one slum, biggest in Asia. And we used to talk about it. And now the country has progressed, there's connectivity, there's more money, the economy is opened up, everything has happened, and lots is happening. And there are 100 more Dharavis around us. So the slums have also grown in a big way. And when you're landing into Bombay, you look out of the window both sides. The view is of slums, and it feels you're landing into slums, and suddenly you hit the runway. That's the experience of landing into this, and I would call it a great city with all my heart. I really like this city, love this city. Now the problem of sanitation, defecation, especially for women, is very acute in a city than in a village. They have to go out. There are public toilets, there are attempts, but they are far and few. A lot of people are unaccounted for. The homes, they do not have facilities, they cannot build a toilet because you do not exist in the government record. It's an unauthorized colony, so you cannot get permission from BMC or from corporation or from water department or from you're either squatting on airport land or some railway land or some ONGC land. You cannot make a slum colony on a private land. You'll be thrown out. So in government's records you do not exist. Even if you go with an application, they cannot give you a permission, they're not allowed to. But departments have worked around it, all that. So I thought telling a story based in Bombay would be amazing. And also totally inspired by what Amitabh is doing, what Yuva Unstoppable is doing, as Parth is doing. Incredible work, and in the last 4 years, I've only seen it growing in intensity, not just in volume, but the intensity, the focus is only just deepened, and it's catching on like fire, which is good, which means you're on the right path or whatever. And so the story also came about this 8-year-old who wants to make a toilet for a single mother, 25-year-old single mother, living in a slum in Bombay. And the problem of toilets is not so much in the rural. There is, you need clean sanitation, but for thousands of years you're used to going out in the open. In fact, you think a toilet in the house is not so clean. But in urban India, especially in Mumbai, it's a huge, huge problem. In the schools we work in, it's a necessity, because girls leave the school. They attain puberty, they don't come back to the class next day because there's no place, no cleanliness, the same toilets and all that. So that's fine, and in that you have to do something, not just talk about it. So while at ground level, this amazing work is going on by so many people. I won't say just Yuva or just us. You look around and people are doing amazing work. You get inspired by the work. There are so many people who are patrons of your work, who contribute and in monies, so that it can be well spent and stuff like that. And we got this film idea, and why not tell a story? Because whatever movies you make are like an extension of what you believe in. Yeah.
So 2017 is a year of films on toilet. Like Toilet Ek Prem Katha is coming up, your film is coming up. Is it because of the whole, political awakening also about the matter of sanitation? Swachh Bharat.
Obviously, you can't pinpoint it to one thing, but once again the focus of the nation is on cleanliness. Has been brought, the spotlight has been turned once back. It started with Gandhiji actually, so it's not that it's happening for the first time. Time and again leaders have tried, but I think the population or the lack of resources have not, but now the administration, the leaders of the country, the Prime Minister are again focusing on it, but they can only do that much. Use the available resources. It will all depend on the people of the country to then join hands and make that effort viable. It will not happen just by the government saying we want to build toilets, and they'll do what they have to do. But unless everybody believes in that and every family believes in cleanliness, it will not going to fly.
The story of the film is about 4 kids, 4 friends, and one of them is a kid who wants to build a toilet for his mom. And you've also said, I was reading some stories where you said that this place is inspiring. Can you tell us why did you find this place so inspiring?
No, it's a story. It's a story of a son and a mother and son.
Okay.
Son wants to make a toilet for a single mother, played by Anjali Patil, the most talented national award winner, international award winner. Just now, Sri Lankan president honored her. She just came back from London Festival. She got an honor there also. Amazing talent, absolutely. And her son Kanaiya, Kanu, and then his friends joined forces in his endeavor. So it's actually a mother-son. So I'd like to clarify that. Another thing which is my endeavor, and I really want to change, and I have made a beginning with this film, and I'll go on to as many attempts, is to change this whole Western gaze on our poverty and slums. For the longest time, we've been regarded as like a third world country. Even within India, within our country, we have seen people look down at slums and so-called have-nots. For me, there is a bigger celebration of life here. There's greater sense of neighborhood. People are helping each other. They don't look away. You must have experienced it, people. There's a tea coming out of every house. There will be food ready. While we were shooting here, they not only opened the doors to their homes, but to their hearts. Every room we would walk in, we would shoot. Became a makeup area. You cannot bring in makeup vans and we were intruding into their lives. And believe me, when I shoot in a rich building in Breach Candy or after taking lakhs of rupees from us for using the location, is people are so rude. I think the neo-rich of India has to learn a lesson as to how to treat the rest of Indians, and they need to be taught that lesson.
How is the film going to be like a documentary or a full-fledged commercial film?
I've never understood it's not a documentary, it's a feature film, full-fledged, 2 hours plus, and you'll see it on big screens. It's made for big screens, and there'll be a release all over the world. So, yeah. But for me, I've never ever understood the distinction between commercial, art, alternate, parallel. For me, it's good cinema or it's not good cinema. Are you telling a story or you're not? It doesn't matter. I would enjoy Avengers or a Spider-Man and I would enjoy any other like a Garam Hawa or a Do Bigha Zameen also. So it doesn't. It has to be a story well told and a good story with somewhere if there's a moral of the story, why not? Yeah.
What is the secret behind the name, Mere Pyare Prime Minister?
The kid writes a letter to the Prime Minister requesting him for a toilet for his mother, and the letter starts with Mere Pyare Pradhan Mantri.
I have one question for you, last one.
You should have 2 questions. And you do.
So,
Thank you.
tell me, once the toilets are built, but it's always the challenge is maintaining it. Yeah, and I've seen it in different places where people go build toilets, but the maintenance is always a problem. How are you going to tackle that?
That's a very good question, and that is actually something that one should think about before building the toilets. And we would have extended discussions on that. So गांधी जी के 3 बंदर थे, बुरा मत देखो, बुरा मत बोलो और बुरा मत सुनो. तो हम लोगों ने मिलकर एक चौथा बंदर बनाया है, बुरा मत फेंको, और हमने उसकी एक कॉमिक बुक बनाई है. So because children would like to learn in an entertaining manner, so the 4th monkey comes from heaven and comes down and teaches the kids how to wash their hands, where to throw the garbage, how to use the loo, what to do when there's too many insects around. So it becomes a capacity building and behavioral training. So what we have done is across the 600 schools, we don't just build and move out, because they become हमारा परिवार जैसे बन जाते हैं वो सब लोग. So we will actually spend 2 years after building in changing their mindsets, capacity building for different things, for the Safai Karamchari, for the teachers, even for the parents. But the most important thing is कि हमने बच्चों को एक simple concept सिखाया कि अगर आपके पापा या मम्मी या कोई भी बड़ा जो है आजू बाजू में वो सिगरेट या बॉटल या कुछ भी कचरा बाहर डाले तो आप उसको उठा के डस्टबिन में डाल दो, उन्हें कुछ बोलना मत. Watching you, they'll be inspired to change. So I think kids are such a agents of change, and that's why I think his film is going to have a lot more meaning, a lot more inspiration to the world, because it's from a kid's eye.